All right, hello, welcome to the channel. My name is Adam,
And my name is Dale.
and we're here to talk about what's going on with the um, comic book universe as we see it on TV, at least.
We've been discussing a lot of the Flash recently, so we're kind of
We're unhappy with the direction the story is going because it shows a lot of lack of creativity and a lot of plot holes.
exactly, yeah, we're trying to figure out why the writers would have put Barry Allen as Savitar. It just makes no sense to us in the story that they've shown us. Um, in fact, Adam came up with a really good idea as to who could have been or should have been a really good Savitar with the way that things are playing out on their show. And
Yeah.
it would have tied in a lot of the plot holes that Barry Allen doesn't.
Absolutely. And no, my initial thought was just based on what I know about the comic books is that a Deathstorm, Ronnie would have made a much better choice, or would have been a much better choice rather, because Deathstorm has the ability to manipulate any matter really. He can create, people even. So, he could have given people their powers. He could have. And he would have instantly been recognizable to Caitlin, and that may have garnered, why she instantly swore obedience to him, basically.
Right, and when she went to the Flash, which is weird because, they come in and say, okay, well that makes sense. Now we know why Caitlin immediately was wanting to join Savitar because he's you. Well then, why didn't she immediately want to join the Flash? It makes no sense.
Yeah, exactly.
But if it had been Ronnie, then it would have all made perfect sense.
Absolutely, and it would have made sense why he would have been able to, manipulate all the people's powers, because it wasn't just, Kid Flash and all that, but all those different types of powers even, and that's not really been explained at all, other than some ambiguous time travel thing, suggestion.
Right, and then there's the fact that Savitar hates the Flash.
Yeah,
which
he really
just makes no sense.
Yeah, he's hating himself.
Why would you hate yourself first off? Exactly. And then, but if it had been Ronnie, then Ronnie has perfect reason. Flash got him stuck in the vortex. He created the vortex.
He literally killed him, and he could have literally created him at that point too, because, he was the entire reason he went up into that vortex.
Right, it gives them a way to have him created. He was sucked up into the vortex. Maybe that led to the Speed Force somehow, and he was sucked in there, and that's where he's captured. It gives you a perfect end to all the plotline they've had, not just for now, but for like the last 2 seasons.
Yeah, 2 or 3 seasons. It would have worked so much better than just a time remnant, which it still makes no sense logically, even in the Flash universe.
Right, yeah. Okay, and something else I was thinking about was with Tracy Brand. Okay, apparently in the future she doesn't build this trap until 4 years after Iris' death. Well, now in this last episode, she created it. It's ready. It's like, okay, if we've got the technology to trap him, maybe he shouldn't exist because we'll trap him before he's created.
Yeah, that's a good point.
And it throws off the loop.
Well, are they making now almost like a future Flashpoint, where they're making an entirely different timeline? Well, and then what I was going to say in this last episode, when Barry instantly lost his memories, Savitar shouldn't have lost his at all, because he was based on a future Barry, where he'd already gotten his memories back. So
right.
it didn't make any sense why they would make that change instant for both of them.
Right? Yeah, you're right. That totally makes no sense at all. I didn't even think about that. Yeah, that makes no sense.
Yeah, I was like, wait, come on, that's not how time works.
I mean, yeah, it makes the story more interesting, I guess, but it shouldn't be that way. It doesn't make sense in the timeline.
Yeah, I think they were just after an easy plot point. So I understand in that context, but story-wise, it didn't add up at all. Savitar should have just shown up and, hit Barry or something. You know, it shouldn't have changed his plans at all.
Right. And then there's Julian, as far as why Barry shouldn't be Savitar, because he possesses Julian like multiple times
Oh, yeah.
throughout the first half of the season, which
That's not explained at all.
that so far, yeah, hasn't been explained. How does he possess Julian? Okay, well, even if you want to go with maybe he figures it out in the future. Okay, so he's got some experience maybe being possessed by Grodd, but look at Ronnie. He shares a body with Dr. Stein. So, I mean, you want to talk about possession, he's got the experience. If anybody can figure it out, it should be Ronnie. He should be Savitar.
Absolutely. And I mean, like you said, he has the experience, you know, just with being Firestorm. And if they go with the comics again, I mean, you can have multiple people as a part of Firestorm as well.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you can dominate a particular personality that you've taken over. So he would have learned that too if he was still Deathstorm.
Yeah, and they could have somehow brought Julian into being Firestorm at some point in time, and that's how he possessed it.
And that would have made him more relevant to the plot too, because at this point he's just an extra scientist helping out. He's not really contributing a whole lot.
Right, and he would have contributed more to the story. Yeah, it makes no sense why they decided to go with the time limit, other than, I don't know, I guess to throw people off or something. It's almost like they wrote it for Ronnie to come back and be Savitar, and then somehow they couldn't get the contract with Mr. MNL. So, no, they threw it out the window. We're just going to do a time limit.
I think that's exactly right.
It's like, if they couldn't, even if that was it, even if they couldn't get a contract, just change the actor. Get somebody else to play Ronnie. It's not going to be as great. People aren't going to be as happy, but at least the story makes sense.
Well, I almost wonder if it's just a lazy writing on their part, where that would mean a lot more effects and a lot more, like you said, contracts with other actors. Thank you very much for watching and listening to our channel.
If you like what you saw, go ahead and give us a subscribe and a like. We sure do appreciate it.
And tune in next time. Thank you.